My dear students, I am continuing the factor affecting on crystal field stabilization energy of coordination compound. In the previous class, we discussed two important factors, that is the nature of metal ion and nature of ligand. There, while discussing ligand, we discussed the size of the ligand, which is inversely proportional to crystal field stabilization energy. The next important factor is nature of ligand. Of course, the nature of ligand is very important. While discussing spectrochemical series, we found that some ligands produce large CFSE and some ligand we produce small CFSE value. Experimentally, we identified CFSE of all the ligands and we arranged them in an increasing order, that is called as spectrochemical series. But some doubts are arises that, for example, if you look at this complex, so this is the complex in which the it is going to there it involves the arrangement of the crystal field stabilization energy. In all the cases, the central metal ion is cobalt of oxidation state +3, but the ligand varies, and the complex which is having cyanide ligand, it is the CFSE value is high for this complex, and the complex which is having F minus fluoride, the CFSE value is less. For us, a doubt is arises. So we are expecting that fluoride must be a strong ligand because it's highly electronegative in nature, and water is strong ligand than fluoride. In spectrochemical series, we found that the neutral ligands like water and ammonia and carbonyl, so carbon monoxide or carbonyl, so these are strong ligand compared to F minus. Why these are act as strong ligand? So even though fluoride is anion, so we know that ligand is a substance, it's going to donate a pair of electron to form a bond formation. But and we also use one word, ligands are must be electron rich. But even though F minus is electron rich or negative anion, it is a weak ligand. The crystal field stabilization energy of fluoride ligand is less compared to that of neutral ligands like water, ammonia and carbonyl. So this is why, because so in all these cases we can observe that so there is a lone pair, the presence of lone pair of electron in all the complex, and these localized lone pair of electron, localized means these electrons are resided on the atom, they are not undergoing resonance or they are not delocalizing. So in such cases the repulsion is very high in this case because they have localized lone pair electron, and because then these lone pair of electron point directly to the direction of metal ion, and electron density along metal bond axis is greater in this case. So that's why these are all the factor. One is the presence of localized lone pair of electron and alignment of these lone pair of electron to the metal ligand bond axis. So these are all the factor which are going to increase the repulsion nature. That's why they possess high crystal field stabilization energy compared to fluoride. Even though fluoride having anion, even though it is spherical in nature, it is less stronger than the neutral ion like water, ammonia and carbonyl. Second is geometry. As you see in the crystal field splitting of three coordination number complex, that is octahedral, tetrahedral and square planar, we found that so the crystal field stabilization energy of square planar complex is greater than that of octahedral, and it is greater than that of tetrahedral complexes. Approximately the crystal field stabilization energy of a complex is 1.3 times of crystal field stabilization energy of octahedral complexes, and crystal field stabilization energy of tetrahedral complexes is 0.45 times of octahedral complexes. So usually we are going to express the crystal field stimulation energy in terms of delta naught, in terms of delta naught. So delta T is equal to 0.4 pi delta, and this is the crystal field stabilization. So why? Because in case of octahedral complex there are 6 ligands, that's why repulsion is more and CFSE is more in this case. But here there are only 4 ligands, so that's why the repulsion is less and crystal field stabilization energy less in case of tetrahedral complexes. But in case of a square planar complexes, they possess high crystal field stabilization energy because the ligands present only in the xy plane and repulsion is more in the xy plane, and there are no ligands on z axis. That's why, so they experience less force, and that's why they occupy lowest energy, and xy plane occupy more energy. So this difference, that's why all the square planar complexes, because of high crystal field stabilization energy, all are most of the complexes are low spin in nature. Just look at this complex. So in all the cases central metal atom is same, ligand is same. The only thing is the geometry is different. Here tetracyanide so it undergo DsP2 hybridization, and so hexacyanide it undergo sp3 due to it is octahedral complex we studied in the previous class, and tetrachloronickel it undergo sp3 and tetrahedral in nature. So geometry also decides the crystal field stabilization energy of a complex. Next, chelation. Dear students, you know bidentate ligand. That is, a ligand can simultaneously form two coordination bond with a central metal atom. This is called as bidentate ligand. Sometimes these bidentate ligand form a cyclic compound. That is, for example, this complex, this ethylene diamine complex. So this in this ethylene diamine complex, you can see that it has two NH2 group, it has two donor atom. So these bidentate ligand simultaneously coordinate with the same metal ion to form a cyclic structure. See, this is a cyclic structure. This is a 5-membered ring. So in which it's made by 2 carbon atom and 2 nitrogen and 1 copper. So the formation of cyclic structure, it gives extra stability to the molecule, and this phenomena is called as chelation. That is, the property of a ligand, bidentate ligand, it is simultaneously coordinated or to form a coordinate with a same central atom and to form a cyclic structure. So this is called as chelation, and the ligand which is involved in chelation, it is called as chelating ligands. So these chelating ligands form a cyclic structure. This cyclic structure gives a stability to the molecule. The best example for chelating ligand is ethylene diamine. Here the donor atoms are nitrogen. In this case it form 2 cyclic rings. So this is a chelation, and we can found in hemoglobin in our body. In hemoglobin, one ligand is present, porphyrin ring system. That porphyrin is coordinated with the iron to form a strong bond, to form a stable bond. That's why iron strongly bind to the hemoglobin and moves from lungs to various cells of human body. So that is also another best example for a chelation, that is binding of oxygen in iron, and iron which is bind to porphyrin ring system, that we are going to discuss in bioinorganic chemistry. That is also best example for chelating system. So like that, in biological system, many naturally available ligands which binds a metal atom, and so it form a complexes, and these complexes find applications so in various parts of the plants and animals. The best example for hemoglobin and methylcobalamin, so that is vitamin B12, and chlorophyll in plants. These are all example for coordination compound in which there is also we can found chelation. And this is another example. And another example for chelation is ethylene diamine. As I said, it has 2 donor atom, and another ligand is glycinato. This glycine is a bidentate ligand. It has two donor atoms. One is nitrogen and another one is carbon. It is simultaneously coordinated with the central atom to form 5-membered ring. So central metal ion, oxygen, carbon, carbon and nitrogen. This is another example for chelation. And triethyl. Triethyl diamine. Look at this complex. This is also another example for chelation. So triethyl, so CH2, NH2, triethyl diamine. So this is also, actually this is C2H5. So in this complex it has two donor atom. It forms, sorry, this is trimethyl diamine. So it is also form simultaneously coordinate with this to form a coordination to form a cyclic ring, 6-membered cyclic ring. And acetyl acetato, this is another example for chelating ligand. It has two donor atom, oxygen, so it form a 6-membered ring. So these complexes are stable. And oxalate, oxalato ion, oxalic acid, if you remove two protons from oxalic acid, you are going to get oxalate ion. And this oxalate ion simultaneously coordinate with the metal ion to form, so two coordinate bond and to form 5-membered ring, that is metal ion. So oxygen, carbon, carbon and oxygen, it form 5-membered ring. So this is how the cyclic compound increases the stability. Dear student, once again, there are 4 important factors affects on stability. One is nature of metal ion, nature of ligand and chelation. These are the factor, chelation and geometry. When we come to nature of metal ion, the oxidation state of a central metal ion and principal quantum number, these two are directly proportional to the crystal field stabilization energy. And when we come to ligand, the size of the ligand and nature of the ligand. The size of the ligand, it is inversely proportional to crystal field stabilization energy. And also the nature of the ligand, that is the nature of a ligand can be experimentally, practically we can understand with the help of spectrochemical series. And some exceptional cases that some neutral ligands are stronger than some anionic ligand is due to some structural factor, that is the presence of localized electrons. Electrons are responsible for stronger nature of ligand. So these are the factor. So while discussing every factor, stability or crystal field stabilization energy, so you have to include the repulsion, and this repulsion is more, the splitting is more. If splitting is more and crystal field stabilization energy increases. But this chelation, it instead of, so sometimes it increases crystal field stabilization energy, but the chelation gives overall stability to the molecule.